So, as you join, kindly let us know where you're joining us from and also try to invite other people to join to be part of this. We want everyone to be part of this. Thank you so much for joining. So good to see us. For now, we just have Eli from Togo. We have Moichi. I'm so sorry if I did not pronounce that. From Ethiopia, thank you so much for joining. We're still waiting for Joyce, Demola. Thank you so much for joining us, Sujani from Lagos. We're still waiting for everyone else. Uti, kindly signify. Let us know where you're joining us from. Okay, so let's get going quickly. So today we're just going to look quickly at the different ways you can use Canva to create two things, animations, and also how to create the comic series. So if you don't know what a comic series look like, we're going to show you that example in the, we're going to show you the example today as you join, okay? Trying to quickly sort out some things. However, in the group chat, let me know if you know anything about animation. Have you created animation videos before? What did you use? Kindly share in the group chat. Have you created animation videos before? So kindly do this quickly. Okay, just to know one who has done that. Okay, so I just have only Joyce that is saying she has not. Sorry, I don't know about it. Anybody else haven't created before, but no animation is like, okay, good, good. Yeah, animation means like making characters move. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Very correct. Okay, so let's look at what we can quickly do. We're going to be looking at Canva. Um, going to be looking at two different ways of how you can actually create the two. That is the Canva, the animation videos, and also you can create the Canva too. So I'm going to be doing this. Yeah. Kindly signify with a thumbs up if you can see my screen. If you can see Canva screen. Good. Awesome. Well done. Yeah, so if you're just joining us once again, let me know where you're joining us from. I'm going to be reading and happy to know that you're joining us from different parts of the world. And also let us know if you've heard anything about Canva before. No, no, not Canva, animation videos. And if you know what a comic series look like. So the very first thing I'm going to look like is just to show you what a comic series look like. So when you go to Canva and you search for comics, you're going to see something like this. So this gives you an idea of what comic strips look like. You know, when you have an idea of what these comics look like, you have an idea as a teacher. So we're coming from educator's point of view, it gives you an idea of what you can use it to do in your classroom. So right now, just looking at this, you know that you can use it to do different things. For instance, this gives you an inspiration, classroom phrases, if you want to teach students the rules, if you are working especially with young learners and that's a new term, you're trying to teach them the rules of the classroom, this is going to really come in very handy. It's like an art conversation. If you want to teach a particular topic, maybe biology, osmosis, diffusion, talk about different definitions, you can use a comic strips to let that go. So the very first thing that we want to do is if you want to create an animation, and I'm going to be looking at animation story today, now converting that animation story into an animated video. So what exactly are we looking at? What exactly are we supposed to do? So the very first thing that we are going to do is we have what we call the Canva AI. Now, Canva AI is like an all assistant where you can create matching games, you can create coloring sheets, you can create poster, you can create flashcards, you can create anything that you want to create. You can create student activities. So you can either come here or you go straight to create and you look at creating doc. So once you go on doc, you automatically brings you to this point. Now, let's try looking at everything from Canva. So I hope you can still see my screen. If you can see my screen, if you can see the Canva doc, kindly put a thumbs up because that's where we are at this point. You go to Canva, then you go to Canva doc. So once you get to Canva doc, the AI has made everything easy. At this point, you don't have to start from the scratch. Okay, so what you can do is you just click on Magic Write. And a Magic Write, you can either say you're doing an idea brainstorm, you're doing a paragraph generator, you're doing all this blah, blah, blah. So let us say I want to create a story. So I can say, I know we have different from different countries, Togo, Ethiopia, South Africa, and all that. So I'm going to just look at a story that I think every African should know. So I think the popular story about the tortoise and the hare, I think it's a popular one. I think it is a popular one. So let us look at how we can create an animation around the story. So if I say create a story, so I want you just to know that the shorter the words, because you're going to be looking at different presentation slides. So the shorter it is, the shorter version, the better for you. And because this is just like, I'm looking at finishing this within 45 to 1 hour. So I need to create something quite short that I can be able to really extensively do for us during this tutorial. So I can say create a story of about 200 words on the tortoise and yeah, okay, break them. So I want to say into 4 scenes. Let's do that. So now you can get this on ChatGPT, you can do this on Claude, you can do this on Gemini, you can do it on any AI tool that you think makes sense for you. But I want you just do everything on Canva so that we are doing it from start to finish here on Canva. So I click on enter. So I click on, this is the generate, okay? So I click on generate and let's see what it's going to do for us. So it does the same one, the challenge. You can see it even tells you that it's only a story. Okay, so you haven't seen 2, and so I can just go through this. Scene 1 is a challenge in the heart of lush, vibrant forest, live a boastful hare. Okay, renowned for his speed and agility. Character description, a slim, confident creature. Okay, so you can see that. Narration, the tortoise is known for his patience. Character description, you can see that. Yeah, good. So once I've done all this, I am okay with this. Okay, so I can just click on insert or I click on enter. So now what this does for you is that first of all, you've created a document with a story. So that means even if you don't want to go ahead to create an animation, you can just design this or you can walk around this and you're good to go. So first of all, if we want to take it further as an educator, you're going to be asking yourself very important questions at this point. What age am I teaching? What exactly am I trying to teach? What topic am I looking at? What are the objective of this particular lesson? So what I'm going to be doing at this point is I'm going to be saying, do I need to reduce the language? Do I need to remove anything? Do I need to change some things? Okay, so for me, I can just go look at all this and say, okay, a wise, steady character with an humble, so I can say with an humble look. Okay, shell multi-grain, this is just character description. So I go to scene 2, the race begin, I go through, because remember, it's AI, is not the teacher itself. So you need to go through to ensure that everything that is being generated is what you really want, what you're actually looking for. So I do this, I go through everything, and for me, I think I'm actually good to go. So what I do next is I come to Canva, go back to Canva. And at this point, we're looking at creating a video presentation. So I come here and we're looking at videos. Landscape. Okay, so now portrait mobile videos, that's not what we're looking at. We can use YouTube video, makes a lot of sense if you want to use that. Okay, so let's say maybe you want to use landscape or you can use YouTube video. Any of this is perfect. So this is 1920 by 1080 pixel. This one is also the same thing. So you can see it's also the same thing, the same almost the same length for a presentation. So this means that you can use this particular idea or presentation for your lesson delivery in class. You can convert it to a video. You can convert it to your YouTube channel. So you can just do all three in one. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to use this. So just to know if everyone is following, kindly put a thumbs up if you are flowing, if you understand to this point. Thumbs up if you understand to this point. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, thumbs up. I guess for everyone who has joined newly, thank you. Would anybody want to take us like 2 step back? What did we do first? What did we do next? And where are we now? Anybody who wants to try that? Anybody? Tijani, Joyce, Ilia, do you want to share the steps that we have taken?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, greetings everyone. The steps, I think when you open to your canvas, then
Okay,
yeah, you may choose comics, and then you open, and there are templates there.
okay.
Go to Canva Doc, then
Mm-hmm.
you by taking create, then
Yeah.
you may select magic right, and then
Mm-hmm.
it opens the window for you, and then there you generate a test based on your teaching purpose, the goals, what you wanted to achieve, and then you go through to arrange, and then you may make it a video, animation video. I think this is what I get for the meantime.
Awesome. Good. Well, then that's awesome. Thank you so much for taking us through the steps. Okay,
Yeah.
so we move on to the next thing. We've already created we've created our scenes. We've done what we really want at this point, and the next thing we're trying to now to create is the videos itself. Okay. I remember I said that we are using the video format because we can use this as either lesson delivery, YouTube video, or just a normal MP4. So the things we're going to do at this point is we're going to go straight to Magic Media on Canva. So once you go to Magic Media, you are going to go to the scenes. Remember, we have 4 scenes. So at this point, I'm trying to look at the different character descriptions, and we can also work with so you can either work with the character descriptions, or you can also look at merging both the character descriptions and the narrations to create a prompt on its own. So 2 ways that you can do this. One is you can either go to Element and look for a tortoise, search for that. They even have tortoise and the hare, but just look for a tortoise. And you're going to look at the graphics part. Go to see all under graphics, and you can say maybe you want to look at a particular picture that goes with whatever you want. Or another thing you need to look at also for is when you're trying to create that picture, it's very important that you search here, click on this button, either click on see more like this, because it makes more sense when you have a picture that has more images at the same time. You can see this does not really work. Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to see the chat. Yeah, Canva mobile does not have, you have to use the Canva. Yeah, it does not really have. Okay, so this one looks good. I can just come here so you can see now this has like a view collections. Okay, so once you do that, you're seeing different collections of different animals. But what we're really looking for is tortoise collection. So I can just say tortoise collections. Let's see. Give me a minute, I need to quickly plug my phone. Okay, sorry. So once we have this, let's see more like this. So you are seeing what I'm looking at. Okay, so you can just search for tortoise collections. It gives you different kinds of tortoise collections that can really help be very useful in your design. So I'm going to show you 2 steps you can use to create your design. So the very first thing is I go to the scene. It says in the heart of a large, vibrant forest, leaves a boastful air. So I know that the very first thing I'm looking at the hair. Okay, that is the very first thing I'm looking at. Renowned for it, blah blah. One day there's gathering of forest animals. It challenged anyone to the race. So I'm looking at a group of animals, and I'm looking at the hair in the middle in a vibrant forest. So those 3 things are what I'm looking at. So what I can now do is I first of all design my background, which is a forest. So I'm going to click on forest. This is the very first way you can do that. I'm going to be using graphics. If I can't see what I need in graphics, I'm going to look for it in photos. But let's look for the graphics. Now under graphics, you can also look at styles. There are different styles. Do you want an icon axe? Do you want a line axe? So I don't really want this anyway. So I'm just trying to show you that there are just different ways you can do it. Okay, so let's see what we have. So this looks more like what I want. Okay, so I just can click on this part. So I have my forests. Gonna drag this to this point. Okay. Then I can bring the sky just to make it more realistic. So I have this. You don't, so I'm just going to show you two different ways to tell you you don't need to go through the stress also. It's just my kind of person. I like doing this. It's just me. I just like the idea of putting things together. But AI has made it way easier now. You don't need to do all this. Okay, so this gives you the sky and the forest. I may just want to put trees on different parts. No, this does not fit the style, so I'm not going to choose that. I can choose maybe just big tree. Coming. Okay, so I can just do a Control D. Control D means like duplicates, and I can move it over to this point. So this is just me trying to create something different, something that should work. Okay, so right now I'm looking, I have what I think looks like a forest. However, we know that forest has more things compared to this, but because of time, I'm not going to be taking our time to do that. So let's look at forest with a log. So to give this a kind of dark feel, okay, what I can do is click here, make it black, and just because I know that sometimes forest can be kind of dark. So this can just help with giving it a kind of dark feel. Okay, so this can work, but I'm going to put this aside for now because we need to put in the animals. So the next thing I can do is animals or animal kingdom. So I can just put them in one place, or we can see more so that we are having more ideas of what we are looking for. So let's see. So I think for me, I can work with this. No. So you can either select the animals one after the other, that can work, or you can just look for a group of animals and you can work with it. So let's imagine I want to select animals one after the other, so I can just put them together. So let's have this. So for this particular video today, I'm going to be using one of those. So let me just quickly use this one. So kindly give a thumbs up if you think you're following at all, because I just want to be sure I've not lost anybody. Okay. So two major participants or two major people that we need are the tortoise. So I can do like a very real tortoise. So let's say you have this one as a tortoise. Then we have like the hair. So we really want like a very big hair, because remember we said this hair is very proud. It's not giving us what I want. Okay, kind of like. Okay, so we just have something like this. I'm not saying this is perfect, but just this, I'm just trying to show you the different ways you can put these together. So now we've done this part, you can see. Okay, so you can see this, and at every point, if you want to animate this, what you can do is that you can click on each animal or each element, and you can just go straight to animate, create an animation. And for instance, I want this one to jump up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so you can see that it's going to just be doing that. Okay, and let's imagine I want the tortoise to just move left, right, left, right. So I'm just going to do move, 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 move. So once you do that, you can see that that is happening at this point. So that is one way you can do it. You can reduce the speed or you can increase the speed, something like that. Okay, so this is the very first step. So this is the very first style or very first way you can do this. So if you are following to now, can you put a thumbs up if you feel like, oh, I think I have an idea of what to do. You know how I got the animals. Where did I go to? What part? Is it templates or elements? Can we type it in the chat box? Where did I go to get the animals? Is it templates or elements? Kindly type in the chat box, please. Oh, sorry. Okay. So right now I'm asking, where do you get the animals? Do you get it in templates or elements? Where do you get the animals? Okay, good, good, good. Okay, awesome. Okay, so what do you click to animate the animals? What do you click to animate the animals? Animate, good, beautiful. So you click on animate to make sure that you are like giving a kind of movement to the animals. Thank you for following. Okay, so let us see if we can do the second style. So second style will not take time, obviously. So I'm going to just go to create this time around. I'm going to use a presentation. And like I told you, so look at presentation right now is 1920 by 1080 pixels. It's the same thing as using a video, okay? So I'm just going to go straight to presentation and let's see what we can do. This time around, I'm going to go to Magic Media. If you don't know where to get Magic Media, you can just go to apps. Yeah, and you go on Magic and you start from Magic Media first. So at this where here you can generate or you can create images. You can create graphics, you can create videos, you can create 3D, anything you want to create. So I'm going to go back to our story. And remember that this is a narration, this is the character description. So in the heart of the lush, vibrant forest. So at this point, I need this. So I need this. I'm going to copy all this first of all. I'm going to go back to this and I'm going to paste. The only limitation to Canva sometimes is that the number of words, but I think I'm surprised, but I think it has improved at this point. So let's just see. So we can't have this. I'm just going to edit this quickly. So generate. Pixel hearts image of, okay, so I'm having this. Pixel hearts image of, so I'm going to put this. Obviously confidence air. Okay, sleek, tall, confident hair with a shiny coat and a mischievous glint in his eyes. He moved with hair of superiority. Okay, so we have this. Uh, I made a mistake. I should have not clicked the entire. But let's see what we have actually. Okay, so you can see that this is what we have just for the air and the tortoise. But I don't want this. I want okay, so I may just keep this for first of all, and I'm going to click on go back because I want to create something that, okay, so a sleek confidence create an image. Okay, image. Let's have this. So I'm just going to sit down and see what it generates for me. Okay, so now you can see that there's a confusion here. So I have to generate again. So that is one interesting thing about using Canva also. So let's just do this again in front of, so standing opposite, because remember, Okay, so I'm going to generate again. Let's see what we have. Remember, I'm using images this time around. I may want to switch to graphics because, okay, so we have this. We can use any of this if any of them work for you. So if this works for you, fine. That's why sometimes I just prefer using the element and dragging and dropping, okay? But if not, let's look at graphics. Oh shit. So let's look at styles. Under styles, we have to do line arts, hand drawing, vintage. So at this point, I may want to use, let's see this. Okay. So which one do you think you're going to use? If you're the one, what do you think you're going to use? So for me personally, to avoid this confusion, I'm just going to use one of this. So I can just click on plus and here we go. I think I'm going to use this one. So once you do this, one thing you want to do at this point is that you want to really make it big so that you can have this picture way bold, as in so it's so evident everyone can see it, and you can add your story at this point. While if I go back to my normal design, what I can do at this point is I can just bring in text. And at this, I'm going to type whatever I'm going to type here. So I'm trying to get this. So yeah, you may want to create an effect. So the reason for the effects most times is just helps with ensuring that the this is bold enough. Okay. So here we go. So we can do this, or we can copy this, copy, and move it to this point. That's about it. Because I have to do paste text also. Come here. Sorry. So come here too, still the same thing. I go back to copy what I have. I think I need to move this down. Good. Control C, go back here to a Control V, and we just need to reduce as much as possible to a Control A, reduce to like 20. So you can use the effects background, okay? And here you have it. So we can use any of this, and you can bring this here at this point because there's still the space for you to work with. Okay, so this is one way you can actually like create. Another way is once you're done with this, if, for instance, if you want the hair to keep on talking, One thing you can do is that you can take it to either Dream AI Nano Banana and you can convert it directly into a video. I won't be doing that in this session or in this tutorial because I need to move on to show you how to create a comic strip. And this is just an hour session. Okay, so does anybody have any question at this point before we move on to the comic strip part? So if you have a question, kindly raise your hand. I'm going to quickly go through the questions, or if you have, you can drop it in the chat. And let's see, before we now move on to the next one, which is how to create a comic strip. So what we've done now is how to create like animation characters using the Canva. Anyone? Questions? Anybody? Okay. So I guess we all understand what we are.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Thanks indeed. And my question, if it is a question, I think is rather a suggestion for support. Still supporting us is maybe towards the end giving us some dues as assignments so that we may be trying after the session. Because on my part, I could get the beginnings, but also we proceeded. It's like I got a bit lost where to take something and how to modify the way you were doing. I was wondering. So I think through that we can achieve through exercise. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you.
Mm,
One nice thing to know is that it's just continuous practice from your end. It's not something that works like you just need to
okay.
keep on practicing. Like
Practicing.
now you've seen the tutorial, just try it out on your end. Sally, Canva Mobile does not have magic, right? I have not used Canva Mobile. I've not used Canva Magic. I've not really like explored that part. So I'm going to check. Um, but before I just move on to seeing if we can cover the comic series. If I can't cover the comic series, I'm going to.
One thing I want to assure all of us
Somebody
is
is talking.
we might have different opinions about.
Can sure. Can this person mute herself? Okay. So if we can't go through the Canva series today, I'm going to promise everyone I'm going to do a recorded session on how to actually create a comic series, because the fact is I slated 1 hour for this tutorial, and for this demo video, I don't want to use more than that. Yeah, let me check. Let me check. Sally, there is magic media on Canva on the mobile. Have you tried it before? Do you want to unmute and talk?
Hello, please, Miss Light. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. So, I'm using the Canva, not the free version. Even on the free version, there's actually like the media thing. There's Canva media, because I'm just checking. It's on my phone too, and I've not used it myself, but it's possible you can do that. So once you click on
How can we
element,
access this video?
this particular video that I just recorded now,
Yes.
yeah, I think it's recorded. I hope I did not forget. I think it's recorded. It's recorded. So I'm just gonna share the recording, but I'm still gonna do a proper tutorial video later on, just to really guide, because I need to share the prompts I used. I also need to share some elements I used just to guide everyone that wants to try it on their own. So the another reason why we're doing this is because we have a star educator challenge, and we are starting this month. So this star educator challenge is one challenge that I want every educator to do. What you're expected to do, there are different categories. There is the do it category, there is the optimize category, and there is the go getter category. So the do it is just you. For instance, you've seen something about Canva, you just want to just do it. Okay. Now the optimize, like how do you go further to do something that you used with your students in the classroom, something different. Then thirdly, the go-getter category is the person that does something innovative, something new, something unique, something beautiful with what has been learned. So I'm going to encourage every one of us to participate in that challenge, because at the end of the month, we are going to be giving prizes to everybody that has participated, like the key participants, and other factors also come into play. You also need to recommend the community to different people. You need to make sure that you're very active on the community, because those things count as points. Yeah. Magic Media for free version, yes, but it's limited credits. It's limited credits. That's just the only thing. And I've always said, please, educators, don't sleep on this thing. If you're an educator, you can use Canva for education. And Canva for education is just like you're using the Canva Pro. It's just likely just similar. What I'm using is Canva for education. So you have access to so many elements, beautiful elements, and you don't need to worry about being limited in designs. Although the truth is, when it's education, you are limited to only things that regards to education, but it really goes a long way. It goes a long way in helping you design so much more. Any more questions? Anybody? We are rounding up the session. I can't go on with the next one. I promise I'm going to do a recording, and I'm also going to be sharing on the group chats. I'm going to be sharing. Hello, Mr. Abel. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thanks very much for the lecture. Though I think I joined a bit. I want to confirm the Canva, is it also on desktop too?
Yeah,
Can it be downloaded?
yes, you can. Or you can actually. Although personally, I did not download it on my account, my laptop. I just have it opened as a web browser for me. I just prefer it that way. I've not really explored the app version, sorry, the downloaded app on the laptop. It's not something I really think I really want to enjoy. So it's just me telling you, but there is the Canva for desktop. So before,
Okay.
yeah,
And the Canva, the one I have on my own phone is the normal Canva.
okay.
So can the normal Canva do this?
Yes, it can, but it's limited, like I said. But it can do this. Yes, it can do what I just did. One is
That means I was,
you can do the drag and drop, where you're putting different pictures to create an element, so create a design, and you can do the generation of converting text to AI, text to image. You can do that. So, however, you are limited to credits and not so much on the free one. I think it's about 5 credits that you have, something like that, every day. They just, before it was around 500 for a month, but I think they've reduced it drastically. AI credits are very expensive now. We all know, so that's why.
okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Any other question, anybody? Yeah, so someone is asking, is there a free app for that? I mean, Canva for educators. Yes, there's Canva for educators. Let me see if I can share my screen to show us what that works. So this is Canva for educators, okay? So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it for us. This is Canva for education, and it's quite different from the normal Canva. That's just the truth. So it's for teachers, all you need to get verified. And I'm going to advise, it takes me back to my Canva. But now you need to just get verified. So when you get verified, what you need to get verified, you need your ID card, you need your, if you have a certificate that shows that you're a teacher, perfect. And if you have like an employment letter from your school to just prove that you're a teacher, just send it. And if you've not received anything or any information after some days, I will ask you to follow up. This is because when I reached out to them personally to ask some questions, the verification for countries or continents outside Africa is quite straightforward, but for Africa is kind of different. Okay, so you need to just follow up with, okay, I've sent an email, I've done this, and I'm yet to. But once you just, especially whenever you have an ID card that shows that you're a teacher, and you have a letter that shows you're a teacher, or a certification that shows that you're a teacher, it just paves the way for you. You don't need to go through all that. And if you have a school, as a school, you can actually sign your school as and that is so much better because that just helps. Once the school is signed up on that Canva, automatically, every teacher that just has the domain name of the school attached to their emails gets the automatic Canva for education. And like I said, it goes a long way in helping you as a teacher. You're not stressing yourself over and over again. So kindly let me know what you think about today's tutorial. Is it helpful? And be very, what can I say? Be very realistic. You don't need to make it look like, oh, I want to do something nice. But don't be very, so I'm going to be posting, I'm going to be launching the exit ticket because I'm going to encourage every one of us you're going to be seeing this on your, so if you can see the poll, kindly signify. Just tell me one thing you've learned today, type a short answer, and also tell me what you want to create after today's session. I really want to see everybody create something. So create whatever you've been able to create and share it on the chat box. Yeah, thank you so much. So kindly fill the poll to have pasted the link for Canva for Education. And also, Mrs. Giwa, our admin, will be following up on information about the Star Educator. Someone just join in. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. I'm still waiting for people to participate. The poll, I've just launched the poll, so I want you to answer the questions. What is that one thing that you learned today? And what is that you're going to create after today's session? What is that one thing you've learned today? What is that you're going to create after today's session? Kindly fill the poll. Let me know if you can see the poll from your hand. And I'm not just the one thinking that everybody can see the poll. So can you see the poll from your hand? Oh, really? One person has participated. So I think you can just. Yeah, so the poll is still on. So yeah, okay, thank you, Loladi. So kindly participate to just feel what you think. All right, let me just join in. Yeah, so like I said, I promised everyone I'm going to do a recording, and before we log off, I want you to go to Canva Teacher, because I just have created. Yeah, so I'm going to be sharing the link to the videos I've created, how you can create coloring worksheets, how you can also create simple worksheets on Canva. I was able to create singular and plural worksheets. I think somebody asked for that on the group chat specifically. So I was able to create that, and I'll be sharing that with everybody on the platform. So if you've not, let me know. If you've gotten the poll, 3 people have gotten the poll. I need more people to answer the polls, please, so that we can move on. And if you don't know anything about the community, I'm going to ask you to join the community that brings this to you. So I'm going to share the link quickly. So just join so that you can be, well, Thank you so much. This is nice. So that I can also get to know so much more, get to be knowing we're having the next program. But I'll be trying to do this every Wednesday. That's just what I'm going to. That is what I'm going to try to do every Wednesday. Do something. Do something based on suggestions from people in the group chat. So join the executive community if you've not joined yet. Okay, so we have 3 people out of 12 that have filled the poll. We're still waiting for more people to fill the poll so we can call it a day. 9 o'clock at this point. So I'm going to give you 3 more minutes. Kindly fill the poll if you don't fill the poll. And yeah, thank you so much for making it 4. Still waiting for 8 more people. Yes, let's get this. Let's fill the poll, please. It just gives me an idea of if you really understood what today was about, and if you think this makes a lot of sense. So let me know if you have any question before we're rounding off already. But if you have any question, Joyce, thanks for coming. Do you have any question? Miracle Miriam, if you have any question, Lola Day, Sheun, Samobachi, I'm so sorry, just joined. That's sad. Mamadou, Tara, Tijani, are you good to go? Do you have any questions? Thanks for coming too. Mamadou, thanks for coming. Do you have any question? Dr. Bienvenu, do you have any question? Are you good to go? Ifeoluwa, Father, are you good to go? Do you have any question, Mom? Let's know if you have any question. Let's share if you have any question. You can ask at this point. If you say, oh, I don't understand, I need one-on-one. It's time to talk. Okay, so we have 5 people that feel this. We need 2 more people, and we're gonna call it a day. From the music. But you're good for now. Okay, it's good to hear, sincerely. I know that it can be quite overwhelming, but it's simple. Okay, thank you. Which one is that? The Canva for education. Just click on it. Just open it. It's gonna show you teacher. So try to verify. That's the very first thing you need to do. Yeah, take it one step at a time. Yeah, I support you all the way. Okay, so we are rounding off already. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much for your time too. Thank you. One more person to fill the poll, then we call it a day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. And thank you so much for joining us on a very short notice. I'm going to encourage you. I'll try to be consistent. We're doing this every Wednesday. So just look forward to this session where you are able to ask to be able to suggest whatever you want to learn. We create a poll with it on the group chat, and the major votes or the highest votes gets to we are able to learn that, do a tutorial on that live on Wednesday. So thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful, wonderful night rest, and take care of yourself. And remember, keep using tech, keep trying, okay? Keep taking it one step at a time, just like what Ifeoluwa said. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll join. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic.